if you haven't seen him, he is a London-born Arsenal fan, super fan, very, very interesting up-and-comer in media world, AFTV. We'll get through all of it. But first, we want to congratulate you. Big win over Leicester today.
Leicester.
Leicester.
It's spent Leicester.
Listen, we've been talking about Leicester City for 5 years now. When they had Danny Drinkwater and they were 10,001. You probably don't remember it. You just got into EPL. But they were a big deal. We know how to pronounce Leicester.
Leicester.
So, all right. So let's start with your backstory because I actually think it's fascinating. You were just a regular fan, and you got found by doing being interviewed outside Arsenal Stadium.
Yeah.
What was the interview about?
We just lost in the FA Cup. It was the quarterfinal, and I used to go on another show, but it was like more urban. Obviously, Arsenal Fan TV is a bit more commercial in the YouTube one because football's a funny game, innit? Like you don't really get people like me talking about football or people from like my kind of environment. So I was always kind of skeptical to go on it. But then that day, my guy wasn't there, so he was like, "Yo, go on Arsenal Fan TV." I was like, "I'm not going." He's like, "Blood, if you don't go, I'm gonna be mad, innit?" He's like, "Go." So I went, and then literally from then, the thing just took off, blood.
What was the original interview? What were you mad about? You just ranted, right?
Yeah, like at that point, like it was like Wenger in, Wenger out.
Now, who's Arsene Wenger? For the people who don't know, you wanted him out?
Yeah, I wanted him out.
But so he must have sucked.
At the time, he was kind of not doing too well.
He isn't like historically the greatest manager of all time or anything, right?
Nah, he's top 2 for us.
And you wanted him out?
Yeah, because like every story has an ending, and that story got to that ending.
It was Troopz saying, "Get this fucking guy out of here."
I think there's some truth to that, though. Like, a lot of times somebody will stick around a little bit too long, and you think, like, okay, this guy is, I can't imagine the team without him because he's been coaching it or managing it for this long. And so people are, like, reluctant to be that first person to be like, get him the fuck out. Yeah. And you were one of the first voices that said that. I also heard that you stepped into a fight and you helped to defend the guy that was going on one of these rants. And that's the reason that he pulled you aside. He was like, okay, I want to hear what this guy has to say because he helped me beat up this guy after the game.
No. I didn't help beat. And that wasn't even Robbie. That was Kenny Ken. Kenny Ken was doing the interview.
Great name.
And then he come off and then one of the Wenger ins tried to attack him. So then... it was mad, bro. It was probably like Wenger in v Wenger out. So obviously I'm Wenger out.
Right.
Like I've seen like we used to call them AKBs. Arsenal knows best, because that's what they say. Arsenal knows best. AKB. Everyone follow Arsenal. Obviously they called us the Wobbs, Wenger out brigade.
Okay.
So it was like AKB versus the Wobbs.
And
worldwide.
So people who don't follow, like what I just said, the joke I made at Troop's expense about how Arsene Wenger, like, he actually is basically Bill Belichick, right? Like if you went through, he is one of the most acclaimed managers in all EPL history, correct?
Yeah, facts.
So it's a big deal when people are saying they want him out.
Yeah.
And he was older and it was kind of past the time.
Yeah, it was kind of like going for your granddad.
You're right, but it is a big deal in the fan base.
Yeah,
so it's kind of a right place, right time, right? Yeah. Because this is, I would imagine that was a lightning bolt through the fan base of who wants him in, who wants him out.
Because literally, like, I did my interview on the Sunday. There was a game on the Thursday. I couldn't get tickets for that game, so I watched that game on TV. Then there was a guy in the stadium, DT. He pulled out the banner, which said, "Arsene, thanks for the memories, but it's time to say goodbye." And then obviously on Twitter, it's picked up a lot of heat. Ian Wright, obviously you know Wrighty, that's my hero, my idol. Like, to be cool with him now is a dream. So it's kind of like Brady and Dave. You get me? Where when you're cool, you're like raw, like it's bigger than Aubameyang. You get me? Me and Abba, that's like, yeah, but Wrighty's the one that. And then Wrighty went for DT, like saying, "Oh, you're a prick. Why are you doing that? Have some class, rare tear." And then DT called him. He called him something. I think he said, "Fuck off, you melt," or something. And I'm there like, bro, this is Wrighty. Like, how are you saying "fuck off, you melt" to like the legend of the club? Blood,
wait,
like,
fuck off, you melt?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Melt is like, I don't know, like you wanker, you douchebag.
Okay.
Douchebag for you, innit? Like, fuck off, you jerk off. Like, wait, they called him a jerk off. Oh, fuck these headphones, blood.
Your hair's too good for those headphones.
Yeah, my hair's too fresh, fam. You understand?
Yeah.
But from then, like, he was going back and forth with Wrighty. But I was in the middle because obviously I'm a big Ian Wright fan, but then I agree with what my man's saying about Wenger. So then on the Sunday now, I've gone on because a lot of people are not like, they're going against him in it kind of thing. So I came out and I was like, I don't know my man. At the time, I never knew him. Obviously, after then, me and him got together and rare tear tear. Not together like that. Like,
what does rare tear tear mean?
Etc.
Okay, got it. I like that.
So then I came out on my, and I was saying like, yo, like, I don't know this brother, but I agree with what he's saying. Like, Wenger needs to go now. You get me? Like, enough's enough type of thing. And then from then, it just like, I don't know.
All right, I got 2 dumb questions. One, Arsene Wenger, it's just like a total coincidence that his name is the first sound of Arsenal, right? Mm-hmm. Total coincidence?
Because they used to call it Arsenal FC. So we used to say it's Arsenal FC, not Arsenal FC.
Okay.
1886, not 1996.
But he did, if you do the, I saw a
He's
statistic.
top 2 managers.
Yeah, no, I saw the statistic that it's like games won, or maybe it's trophies won in the EPL. He alone is like number 4 on the list. Mm-hmm. He has more wins than like Tottenham.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's
so
won
he's
more
that
games
good.
than Tottenham.
Right.
The other thing I've
But
always
Tottenham
wondered.
is shit. It's not hard. Like, do you understand? To have more wins than them.
What are your thoughts on Harry Kane?
Fuck them, man.
Spits when he talks?
Something like that.
He doesn't get. He doesn't like when I say that because you're not supposed to say
You don't
that.
like Harry Kane, so yeah. Do you
know what it
root
means.
just as hard for like the English national team as you do for Arsenal?
Yeah, definitely. Like,
Okay.
But
when
not full.
Is it coming home?
What? Yeah. Which one is number 1?
It was supposed to come Arsenal.
Okay, not even close. See, the look you gave me, like you would sacrifice England never going to a World Cup again if Arsenal had a great run, right?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
like England is like every 4 years, every 2 years. Arsenal's week in, week out. It's a constant in my life. It's from August until May. There's only a 2-month gap, and then I'm back in again.
Do you remember that? You remember that
is-
goal that David Seaman gave up to Ronaldo in the World Cup when it was a free kick?
That
and
was
he like, trying to
Ronaldinho.
cross it. That Ronaldinho.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was supposed to cross it and just like went right over his head.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
It wasn't really embarrassing. The man was like 39. You get me? He already won 4 league titles. You get me? One of England's greatest ever managers. Arsenal's goalkeeper. Sorry. You get me? Like David Seaman's a legendary keeper. Like better than any goalkeeper that played for that shit.
Was
For West Ham?
Let's get that.
Yeah,
in.
well, that's a pretty low bar. In my deep history of West Ham.
Yeah.
I'm a Jorge Campos guy though, through and through.
Who's that?
Campos, man, short king,
Who's that?
Mexico's goalie.
Who? No, that's not him. That's the
You're thinking of
Colombian one.
you're
Colombian one. At England. He done the Scorpion.
The Scorpion.
Yeah, the
Remember that?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
ever see that? Show him that clip.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
legendary.
Scorpion. They took a
You can
shot,
Google
yeah,
it.
and then he's flipped forward and gone like. Blood,
When-
it was the maddest save.
when Benham with Beckham came out. Is that when soccer kind of exploded in England too?
No, it was, bro. Are you deluded? Brother, the only thing that's not big in England is fucking NFL, bro.
England's big in NFL.
Have you seen the fans dressed up?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Everyone's a Jaguars
Yeah,
fan.
they wear
Nah,
like the
but
face
no,
paint and
yeah,
shit.
for a day.
Huh?
For a day.
You don't watch Super. I actually loved it. Troopz on Super Bowl Sunday was like, what's the best channel to watch the Super Bowl on?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, you get me, man. They're like, it's only on one channel. I'm like, brother, do I watch fucking NFL, bro? Like, man, I look like, why are you laughing at me for? Like,
So-
like, when football's on, there's beer channels you can watch. Do you understand? If the World Cup finals on, you got it on fucking BBC One. You can have it on ITV.
Be in.
It will be on fucking like Sky. Will have a little bit of coverage. BT. You lot just have like, where is it? CBS or
Yeah.
CBS is what it was on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ESPN.
Yeah.
You get me? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into it.
Right.
So-
I like that. I appreciate
yeah.
that.